Welcome to the project demonstration of fingerprint based attendance system along with sending email of the total attendance till the dates. So here we are going to making use of Raspberry Pi Zero W, so interface between the input and output modules. So the input module is fingerprint module, that is R303A, so which is based on the fingerprint scanning. From this, and it can store up to 1000 fingerprints. And the output one more input module is push buttons. So this particular push button is to enroll and format this fingerprint module, and this push button is to send the email till the time the attendance system stored inside this Raspberry Pi memory card. And output modules are LCD 16:2 LCD to display the status, as well as the buzzer if is there any unauthorized fingerprint detected, or else sometimes while sending mail also to intimate to the user the system is sending mail, and after the sent mail then the buzzer will be in off condition. So coming to this ports, so there will be a pull-up resistors of 10 kilo ohm on both push buttons. So those are used to identify the push button status by this Raspberry Pi Zero W. And coming to this 16:2 LCD, it was connected to the Raspberry Pi pins of 17, 27, 22, 10, 9, 11 pins, and this one which is interfaced directly to the hardware UART pins of Raspberry Pi Zero W, that is 14 and 15th pin. 18th pin is connected to the buzzer, and 23, 24 are respectively for these two push buttons. So here the total system was worked on this operating system loaded in this 16 GB memory card, and based on the instructions given in the Python language, the system is going to execute the commands like read the fingerprints and check in the database and enroll that as attendance into the notepad. So already we have predefined loaded one email ID in this memory card. So the particular email ID will receive the email of the total data log when we press this switch. So let us see the demonstration. So before switching on this kit, we need to do some initial steps, like we need to enable the hotspot in your phone because the system need internet. So just go to your mobile phone settings, and in that personal hotspot settings, and in that change the name of the hotspot name, that is to the SSID name of PROJECT 4573, all are small letters. I'm repeating all are small letters without any space. And next password should be 129, and then after changing these two, on the hotspot, on the data, on the kit. So this is very important. So as I already enabled my hotspot in my phone from which I am taking the video, and next just give the power supply at this point, because there will be two micro USBs. One is OTG data transfer purpose, this is the power. They wrote that PWR, that is a power. So we need to connect the power supply here. From this power supply we are going to provide the 5 volts regulated with 2 amps power to the kit. So once we provide the power, so then it will start booting. So once the booting was successfully done, there will be a welcome message on this LCD screen. We can observe that. And after the welcome message displayed, we can observe the fingerprint is continuously reading for every 1 second. So it will take around of 10 to 15 seconds of duration. Meanwhile, I will explain you this buzzer board. So coming to this buzzer board, right, so we got the message, right. So coming to this buzzer board is a piezoelectric buzzer board. So the Raspberry Pi can't directly handle the current of this buzzer, so that's why we are making use of one transistor with 1 kilo ohm of triggering resistors to the base of this transistor. Means the Raspberry Pi will switch on the transistor, and the transistor will switch on the buzzer. See, we can see that the blue light is indicated in our fingerprint module is capturing the images. So let us see, go with the formation. So here there is one button for format and enroll. So here how it works. So if I hold it continuously for 4 seconds, then it will entering into the format mode. So if you press it initially, then it will showing that formatting. So if you release the button then and there, then it will entering into the fingerprint enrolling mode. So you can see that I'm holding it continuously, it will show data erasing, and then after data erased and release the switch. Till this, if you hold that, then the total data was erased in this fingerprint module. Now I'm releasing that. Okay, so next I'm going to enter into the store mode. Just enter this and release. That's it. And place your finger. So remember the steps clearly, and when it shows that fingerprint stored, then and there only you can remove the finger from the fingerprint module. So now it will show that fingerprint got stored, right? And then you can release, then and there only, right? My fingerprint got stored. Now I'm want to store the another fingerprint. Just press this and release. When it's showing data erasing, then only release that. So it will take maximum of 5 to 6 seconds to capture and check in the whether the fingerprint is existing or not. If it's not existing, then it will store that and will provide the new ID to that fingerprint module. Right, fingerprint stored. Now I remove that. Okay, so if I remove then and there only, it will not capture for attendance. So it's captured, ID2 is entered, so-called time. So now I want to show my finger 1. So it will capture that and it will check in the database and it will provide the ID number and so I should place the finger properly. Right, so when it is identified, so attendance for the finger 1, that is ID number 1 entered, so-called time. So the same details along with the date also will be shown into the notepad. So if I show the fingerprint 2 again, so it is indicated as the person is exiting because out time. Initially when I first time it's in time and second time is exit, so-called time. Same thing for the fingerprint 2 also. Like this, now for the demonstration purpose, we made the changes for only 5 students, 5 attendance students. We can store up to the 5 numbers. Done. So when I press this email now, so from my mobile phone hotspot, by using the data of my mobile phone, it will send the mail. When the buzzer got switched off, then the mail will be received into your email box inbox. Now I will show my inbox, and then so here we'll get the mail. Just I will refreshing this. Right, so we got the mail. Now you can check the system time and a mail timing also. We attach the ECE attendance. So here this is the database. So the stored data, we can see that along with, it will start with time and right. Now that initially the file start with date and time at the next. So ID2 is entered, ID2, ID1. So the so-called status will be stored in this manner. Okay. Thank you.